What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. How's it going? Hope it's doing well. I'm doing pretty well right now, which is good. So I want to talk about something right now, real quick. Talking about leveraging yourself in your opportunity. What do I mean by that? Okay. So at my job next week, I have like performance reviews with my manager, and that's definitely an opportunity to talk about perhaps if I want to try to change positions or elevate my position, and also it's a good opportunity to get a raise. So I was discussing this with my brother, and my brother was telling me how at his previous job, it was a couple of years ago, I want to say, he had performance reviews as well. And my brother was like talking about how for his performance reviews, he went in there, like he wrote up like a full document, page or two, where he was discussing all the great value that he's added to the company that he worked at in his position. You know, like, by working here, I've added this, and this to this company, and here's how I can show this, or rather, here's the evidence to show this. And then he would talk about how he will continue to do more work and what he can do to better improve the company. So instead of going into that performance review interview with your manager with nothing, you can go in there with evidence and leverage for yourself. And then by doing that, what my brother got a 20K raise. So obviously I'm not going to go in there expecting a 20K raise, and most people probably won't. That was like a pretty out of the ordinary example. That doesn't always happen. But the point is you can understand your position and understand what value that you have as a person, whether it be at work or not, and you can leverage that to your to help yourself out. And that's not to say to be selfish. That's just understanding your value and saying, how can I make this better for myself? You know, how can you better your own opportunities with what you have? Also want to talk about, kind of side tangent, not really, something to kind of go on with this. So this morning on the way to work, I had a long drive because we just got buried with snow here, so like driving is just, takes longer. And I listened to a full podcast this morning on the way to work, 1 hour episode. It was really good. And at the end of the episode, the question was, what do you believe now that you didn't believe when you were younger? And I was thinking about myself, because the person being asked the question kind of said, like, I forget exactly what they said, but what I thought about when that question was posed, you know, what do you believe now that you didn't believe when you were younger? I personally think, I still have self-doubt all the time, and that's like kind of what I was thinking of. It was like, you know, I doubt myself all too much, and I know other people do as well, but I know that I don't know anything, so it's just like, why doubt yourself? Because you never know what the outcome is going to be. So you don't want to, you know, it's like, don't have these negative attitudes towards yourself about what you can and can't do, because ultimately you don't know. That was kind of the essence of what I was thinking about myself, was like, I'm only 23 years old. Obviously life is very uncertain to me right now, because as such a young person, I have a lot of potential, but the thing is it's hard to guide myself in the correct direction, and it's hard to develop skills and put my energy and create value for myself and create worth for others as well. That's the difficult part, being a young individual. But that kind of goes like onto that question of like, what do you believe now that you didn't believe when you were younger? And it's like, who knows? In the future, maybe I'll be like, if I was to ask my future self that question, perhaps I would say, I didn't believe that I had value, but now I do. So ultimately, it's kind of like self-belief in your own value, because everybody does have value to a degree, and you can make your value grow by developing skills, doing whatever you want. But I don't know, I just want to talk about that. I hope that maybe brought a little bit of perspective to your day, because I know I need some more perspective right now. I've been in a little bit of a slump recently. It's not good, you know, just bad habits when I want to be curating good habits. So hopefully you took something from this video, because I know when I'm making these videos, they may seem insignificant, but they can help a lot. Whether, you know, no matter what your situation is, what my situation is, I like to make these little videos. They help kind of reflect upon myself within my daily life, and maybe the viewer, you, could take something away from it as well. So, if you're watching this, thank you. Much love, spread more love, support, and I hope you have a good day, a great week. Have a great week. All right, peace out, y'all. Love you. Thank you. Bye.